There was this video I came across, and there was this woman talking about how she hated something specific about men. I cannot remember exactly what she hated, because it just then really got me thinking into hate, into how we get to that point where we hate something. Because hate is a very, very strong word. I don't like to say that I hate something because it's just so strong. Because now I really don't hate anything. There are things I dislike, and you're always going through new things, new experiences, meeting new people where you might not like something about them. You might not like this experience, this and that. So there are things you don't like, and that's fine. You can dislike stuff, but hate's a very strong word. This woman says she hated something about men, and it got me thinking of how she got to the point of that. And then I started thinking about me and just hate in general. Dude, it really be things like this that get me thinking into a deeper level, because I didn't then start thinking about what she hates about men. Like, I could care less about what she hates about men, but just about how she got to that point, the deeper side of that, how I feel about it and just where I come from with that. I didn't relate to it, but it was just that hate part that I did kind of relate to, and that I understood. I see where she's coming from, but now it's like, okay, well, let's stop hating and start healing and start getting to the root cause and start fixing that. And what I started thinking about was how people get to the point of hate, because she says she hated something about men. So she must have encountered with a lot of men with that specific characteristic. I cannot remember what she said she hated, but let's say it was a characteristic, something about men. She must have been with a lot of men that have that characteristic, with a lot of similar men. And maybe she probably still is, because she said that she hates that. Well, if you hate it, if you dislike something about someone, it just gets to that hate point where you're allowing yourself to go through that. And you just say, oh, I hate this, I hate that. And you think it's just like, oh, I hate this. But hate is a very strong word. I think it's such a strong word. And it's very negative. I don't want to hate something because I don't want to receive hate back. I don't want to have any type of that feeling inside of me, because hate just grows and grows, and I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with hate. Even if you're just playing around or whatever, you think you're joking. Joking is, no, like, you're not fucking joking. You fucking hate it, So stop doing things that you hate, that you dislike. Stop being with people that you're saying you hate something about them. You don't want to get to that point of hate, because I've been there where I hated something about people, or I hated these type of people. But that's because I was allowing myself to keep involving myself with those types of people. If you hate something about someone or something, don't let that inside of your life. From the beginning, you don't like it, you're not going to allow it. It's like disrespect. If you allow disrespect once, you're just going to keep allowing it. If you hate disrespectful people, if you're surrounded by disrespectful people, you're used to it. If you grew up with disrespectful people, you don't know nothing else but disrespect. And you feel like you're not worthy of something better. So you just keep allowing that and allowing that. And it gets to the point where you say, I hate disrespectful people. I hate these certain type of people. You don't want to hate that. Don't hate yourself. Don't hate them. But in order to let that resentment go and let that hate go, you have to grow out of that environment. You have to take yourself out of that environment, and you are worthy of better. You are worthy of love, and you are worthy of respect, because you're just repeating the cycle. And that's where the hate comes in, where you're like, I hate disrespectful people. I hate it. Okay, well then do something about it. Hateful is a very strong word, and you're just going to build resentment towards yourself for allowing yourself to go through that. But towards that people, you don't want to hate that people either. You don't want to hate people if they do something to you, because nothing good comes out of that. So you just want to cut those people off. Like going back to that video that I saw of that woman saying that she hated something about men. At first I then started thinking about stuff like that, like how women say, I hate cheaters. Well, hunty, that's because you keep getting involved with cheaters. Like, you don't want to get to that point of hating those people either. You don't want to hate them. And you don't want to hate yourself either, but you're allowing yourself to go through that. You are the one putting yourself in those situations. Stop getting involved with people like that, with that certain type of person. And that's where healing comes in. You need to get to the root cause. Or you're probably like cheating on yourself, because you attract people like you, which means like you're not being the real you. You're not expressing the real you. When somebody cheats on you, they're looking for some type of pleasure in somebody else, love from somebody else, or I don't fucking know why. I don't understand why people cheat, and I don't want to understand because I don't want to be like that. But that's kind of what cheating on yourself. Instead of loving yourself, you're looking for love with somebody else, so you need to fix yourself. You need to get to the root cause of why you're attracting people like that. You can do better. You can do way better, and you can attract better. So it's time to do better, because that's why you hate these certain type of people, why you hate these cheaters, why women hate these cheaters. But that's them going back to cheaters, getting involved with cheaters, and that's where it gets to the point of them saying, I hate cheaters. And that's with anything. It gets to the point of hate when you have allowed yourself to go through that situation, to go through that type of people so many times that you're like, I hate it. And you're probably still going through that because you're still talking about it and still saying that you hate. Like, if you fucking hate it, then stop. If you disliked it once, you wouldn't have gone to the point saying, I hate this. I hate cheaters. I hate this thing about men. I hate this thing about women. It works the same. It's the same with these men saying, I hate this loyal woman. I hate these woes, just them being all trifling and stuff like that. Like, if you don't like those type of women, you shouldn't hate those women either. But that's you, where these men need some work. They need to work on themselves. It can't get to that point of hate. If you dislike this loyal woman, then stop fucking with that type of woman. Those aren't even women, bro. Those are little girls. And it's the same with the boys that are cheating. Cheaters are boys. That's not some real men shit. You're just fucking around with girls. Those are not real women, because women are not disloyal. Women are loyal. It's these girls that are disloyal that you're fucking with. So it's time to start fucking with some grown-ass women. But then be prepared, hunty, because these grown-ass women know what the fuck they want. They're confident. And if you can't handle that, then that's on you. Like, you need to work on yourself of why you are attracting these certain type of people. If you're attracting disloyal people, that's because you're disloyal to yourself. You're not being loyal to yourself. You're not bringing out the real you and expressing the real you. There's things that I dislike, and there's certain characteristics about people that I don't like. Like, of course, a lot people don't like liars. People don't like dishonest people. I really, really dislike liars. I dislike dishonest people because I've had a lot of people like that around my life. And I looked back, when I was thinking about this, I looked back to my life and I reflected of how I would keep allowing those certain type of people into my life. That's why it got to the point where I said, I hate these type of people. And I hate this because I just kept them being dishonest, and I allowed them to keep lying to me. Even when I knew the truth and I just wouldn't say nothing about it because I'm like, oh, they have their reasons. No. I should speak up for myself. You should speak up for yourself. And I don't deserve those type of people, because why do I even want those type of people inside my life? I can't trust them anymore. I wouldn't trust them anymore. And there was just certain things I would keep to myself and not tell them. But what's the point? If I can't trust somebody, I don't want them inside my life. I don't want them nowhere near me, because they probably don't even fuck with me like that. Like, they're just being fake. They just want to take advantage of me and just want something from me and are using me for something, because those are just negative people, and I don't want nothing like that around me. I don't want nobody like that around me, because that's just negativity. And I only want positivity around me. At that time when I had a lot of dishonest people inside my life, I don't blame them, because I looked inwards and I just looked at how I wasn't honest with myself, because I wasn't being the real me. I was trying to be somebody that was likable. I was trying to be somebody that would fit in, and I had to work on me first. And when I started working on me, I cut those people off. I cut people off. But when you really start working on you and just being focused on you and focused on growth, those people just kind of distance themselves. You don't have to do much work. You don't have to do much of the cutting off. But those people just get out of your life. And it's fine. People grow. You gotta outgrow these people. I'm not going to stay behind for them. And if they don't want help, if they don't want to grow with me, that's on them. Then they could stay there. But it's time for growth. It's time to move on. And it's time to be loyal with yourself, because you attract people like you. I want truthful people around me. I want loyal people around me. So if I want those type of people around me, if I want to attract that, I gotta be that to myself. I have to be loyal with me, with others as well, but with you. It all starts with you. I have to be loyal with me. I have to be honest with myself, and I have to be true to me. I have to express the real me. I just gotta be me.